A Sarasota art destination, the Art Ovation Hotel offers beautiful pieces of art along with a beautiful view of Sarasota. Joining me now to talk about their newest art exhibitions is cultural curator Lisa DeFranza. Nice to have you on the program. Thank you. Thank you. Now, what a beautiful, exciting place, and you opened just about a year ago?
6 months ago.
6 months ago. Oh my goodness. Well, you've been there longer than that to get everything up and running. So when a guest comes in, give us an idea of what they'll experience, Lisa.
Well, when you come into the Art Ovation Hotel as a guest, it really is exactly like no other hotel. So you come in, you meet our front desk staff, and all of our hotel employees are wearing name tags. On those name tags are artists who inspire us. We're each asked to make a choice. So you might be checked in by Marlon Brando or Rita Moreno. So immediately you know it's not like another hotel.
Yeah. And it opens up a conversation, and they feel like, oh my gosh, inspired to think about
what maybe who their artist might be if they were wearing that name tag.
Okay.
They also find out about all of our arts programming. So every evening at 5 o'clock, we have an art and wine tour for guests. So we invite them to meet us at the lobby lounge, the gallery lounge, give them a glass of wine and tour the whole art exhibit. It's a curatorial, docent-led tour. And we also have several other events. We have an artist in the studio all the time, right on the lobby level. So guests can really interact with someone working in the studio and find out more about getting inside of that creative process.
What types of mediums do you have? Are they always painting, or are there sculpture, or a diverse variety?
It's a diverse variety. We've had everything from, right now we have an acrylic painter in there. Last week we had the Booker Middle School Dragonfly Cafe poets. So they were in there all creating on their typewriters so guests could come by and pick 3 words and have poems written for them.
Oh,
we've had glass artists, we've had jewelry makers, doll makers. So it's always something different. Everything's always changing around.
Okay, and what time does the artists do their performances, I guess?
So the artists in the studio are always there in the evening at cocktail time, sometimes during the day as well. We also, funny you mentioned performance, because we also have a lot of live music, and we have pop-up performances. So we have a lot of partnerships, of course, with Florida Studio Theater across the street. Sometimes we have improv artists come over and give a quick pop-up improv show, or we partner with Sarasota Contemporary Dance, and we might have a pop-up dance right in the lobby. So it's quite an exciting place. It's always something surprising.
Yes, wonderful. Now, you have new exhibits, as we mentioned when we opened. What are those about?
So right now, we have a partnership with Alvstad and Contemporary Gallery on 5th Street.
It's a beautiful gallery.
It's a beautiful gallery, beautiful exhibition of inkjet paintings and other kinds of work inspired by Georgia O'Keeffe and Alfred Stieglitz. So they're basically investigating if Georgia O'Keeffe and Alfred Stieglitz were alive today and using contemporary technology, what would they create? So that's our first floor exhibition. And then we have a partnership with Florida Watercolor Society. And so on every elevator landing of the hotel, there's a mini gallery. And on those right now, we have Florida watercolorists, and that's quite exciting because you get to see the watercolor medium used in so many different ways.
And they're just amazing. We had the president on a prior show, and it always just, is overwhelming to see the range of talent that they have. Now, in addition to that, obviously, not everybody can stay at your lovely hotel, just for obvious reasons. They just live down the street, but they want to experience it. Can they go in there?
Absolutely. Not only can they, we really want to be a home away from home for not just guests coming into Sarasota, but the Sarasota community, and especially the Sarasota arts community. We have so many artists who are local working in the space, so come on in, have a drink at the bar, meet the artists, come see our live performances, go to the Overture restaurant for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, come to the rooftop. We are just started Corks and Chords on Thursday evenings at 5:30. So that is, we're doing a lot of combinations with art and food. So this is a wine tasting that is combined with guitar. So for example, tonight we have Italian wines being featured and Italian guitar. So
Lovely.
sometimes it's Spanish wines and Spanish guitars, sometimes Argentinian wines and Argentinian
So
guitar.
any creative aspect of what constitutes art. It doesn't have to be physical art. I mean, music and food and
It's all
wine.
artfully inspired.
Yeah.
In addition, we have some very unusual things. This is going back to guests now. We have an instrument loan program. So if you're a guest in the hotel and you have a hankering to play the cello, for example, we have one. We can bring it right to your room.
Amazing.
And everything in your room
Amazing.
is also artfully inspired. There's a sketchbook and pencils for you to sketch in and look at the sketches of the guests who came before you. And Ringling students, we have a wonderful partnership with Ringling College of Art and Design. Ringling students have inaugurated each sketchbook by doing a beautiful drawing on the front. So our guests get to see the work of these fabulous students.
And they are. Yes,
And they are.
So what else would you like our guests to know before we wrap up today?
Well, something I think that's interesting that people have asked me about a lot is we have all these exhibitions and we rotate them periodically, and some of the work sells. And when the work sells, I think it's really interesting to note that 80% of the sale goes to the artist and 20% goes to a scholarship and programs fund for Ringling College of Art and Design.
Well,
so the
thank
hotel
you.
is really about connecting people with art and seeing what happens in that synergy between the community, the guests, and art in the hotel.
Awesome.
It's very exciting.
Wonderful. Well, I look forward to coming over there very soon, and thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me. I've really enjoyed it.
Next on Suncoast FYI, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we'll introduce you to two women making strides against breast cancer. We'll be right back.